just because I like to keep everything in one direction, especially when you're blending. You don't want to have everything, too wild. You want to have everything nice, simple, especially for a full glam. Going in straight to end back in with that palette, I am going to use this orangey brown, and I'm just going to apply that on my lid as well, really more so in the cut. Next, I'm going to go in with this pinky coral type brown, and I'm just going to apply that on top of the orange and the dark brown that I use for the base. And I'm just using that as a transition color just to bring some more color pop into my crease, just so when I start applying any other eyeshadow, it can already give me a nice definition of color. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that right into those other colors that I use, just so everything can be nice and smooth. Using this same application process that I used on a previous eye, I am just going to go ahead and follow the same steps that I use on this eye as well. And one thing about it is that every time you apply a different color eyeshadow or eyeshadow period, you always want to make sure you blend it out before applying another layer of eyeshadow. Because I noticed that when you apply a layer of eyeshadow and then you don't blend it out and apply another color on top of that eyeshadow, I noticed it gives you a line of demarcation, and you really don't want that, because then your eye, you can see where the colors split, if that makes sense. Also, it's really about how you hold your brush too, because if you hold your brush too close to the actual brush part instead of towards the end of the handle, you're using more pressure. So when you're using the end of the handle, you're actually using less pressure being applied. To really get my eyes even with like towards the bridge of my nose, especially right in those crease areas where you see me blending, I like to move forward, because when I bag up from the camera, you can actually see they actually mimic. And that's what I try to do with my eyeshadow. I try to make each eye mimic each other as close as possible, as you can see. Next, I'm going in with this tan type color. I'm just going to use that and apply it right on that eyelid. Now all I'm doing is just packing on as much color as possible. Um, and I'm going to do the same on the other eye, but I just want to make sure I the NYX Professional Bear With Me setting spray. I really love this setting spray. You can prime, set, and refresh your makeup with it. It is very lightweight. It's not very heavy at all. Once you apply it, it's easy for the makeup to be movable and in place at the same time, if that makes sense. Baby, I just say it's magic. It's magical at this point because it's so refreshing and it's very soft on the skin. I just really love it. And as I'm using that setting spray, I am just going to go ahead and blend out the rest of my foundation, making sure that I'm using a very light hand just so it can be very full coverage, just because I want to make sure that everything is nice and in place for the full glam look. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the matte finish. This is light ivory and tan neutral. And I am going to use the light ivory just for the middle corners of my eye, just to highlight right in that area, and then use the tan neutral just for the outsides of the highlighted area, just so I can bring a nice blend for my contour and blush. mine's in my almond shade. I am mixing these two shades together, and then I'm going to use my angled brush and apply that right to the hollow areas of my cheekbones. As you can see, I like to apply it right in the hollow areas of my cheekbone just to give me definition right in those areas. I like to go in an upward motion, just considering however you apply your contour or your concealer in the areas of an upward motion or a downward motion really determines the type of shape you're going for in your look. So me, since I have a very oval head, I like to bring a lot of snatch and bring a lot of snatchness in an upward motion to my face, just to give me a more like a diamond shape more so in my face, to bring some definition into my face. Since it is so round, I want to be able to cut some of that roundness out of my face, is basically what I'm trying to say. I'll put in the description box down below because I can't remember the shade because it was a gift. So, and applying that pressed powder right underneath the hollows Using my mini dome brush, I am going to go ahead and use this to start the application for my nose contour. I'm going to start by using this to blend out the highlight on the bridge of my nose, and then I'm going to go in with a flat brush and use that to define the outer areas of my bridge of my nose. And I am going in using a triangular shape while contouring my nose, just because I do have a hump in the middle of my nose. So when I go in with a triangular shape, it really gives my nose a nice definition of where I just want. And then as I'm applying that rose color underneath my waterline, I am just going to be blending that out. Once I have that blended out, I am going to go ahead and go back into my palette and use a go back and watch those as well. Thank you so much for being here today, and tune in next time.